Good morning, my sweet babies. How are you this fine Wednesday morning? Thank you for coming to watch another WEIGO podcast YouTube video, aka What Else Is Going On. You can get the audio version wherever it is you find your podcast: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon podcast, all the good stuff. What else is going on with Taria as Faison? So I wanted to get into some topics with y'all. I had them to talk about with y'all last night. I'm just trying to do everything. You're trying to make money, work out, be healthy, take care of yourself, get the proper rest. If you're a creator, create the things that make your heart happy, do all that stuff. It's like, dang. I keep saying you got to get a handle on your schedule, but such is life, right? So, anyway, we're going to get into these topics today. First up, Jersey comes out on Sunday. Are any of y'all excited about Jersey? I will say this. Jersey was always a take or leave for me. I didn't even watch last season. And I think because Potomac to me was just so bad, I'm actually feeling like not looking forward to Jersey, but almost looking forward to Jersey, but not looking forward to, but almost. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's because there are currently no housewives on. So who knows? We shall see. They said it's going to be like two shows in one. You got Marge, Teresa, their side. You got Jen. I'm sorry, not Marge. You got Marge, Melissa, their side. Then you got Jen, Teresa, and their crew child. So we shall see. But I wanted to get into their taglines and then tell y'all which one is my favorite. So let's go ahead and watch and see and watch. All right. Y'all know I'm just so good with technology. Okay, here we go. Let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Let's make sure y'all can hear it because that would be annoying if I did all that and then y'all can't hear it. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all, let's get into these taglines. I'm sharing everything. All right, here we go. Let me start it over. All right, here we go.
It's hard not to burn bridges
Look at that.
when you're on fire.
I'm a girl from Patterson.
Hello.
Playing Switzerland, dating an Irishman.
I'm bougie, unbothered, and above your drama. Well, you're taking cheap shots.
Oh my God.
I'm taking screenshots.
If you don't have my back, no, at least have a backbone. Friends are like handbags.
Bingo!
The fake ones are all too easy to spot.
You could try to tear me down, but this tree just keeps on growing.
All right, y'all. So those are the taglines. Now, which one did y'all think is best? I'm going to be honest. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get, there we go. I'm going to be honest. I thought that Melissa's was the best. You try not to burn bridges, but it's hard when you're on fire. I liked it. Let me pull them up so y'all can see. So we can go back and read them together because maybe that was a bit quick. I should have had them already pulled up, but I know where I can go and find them. Give me a minute. Okay. So Melissa's, it's hard not to burn bridges when you're on fire. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that was my favorite one. And then Dolores, I'm a girl from Patterson, playing Switzerland, dating an Irishman. I think I feel differently about Dolores than a lot of other people. I never thought she was this, she's just this voice of reason. She's this. Dolores has her ways, which they all do. But 2 seasons ago, when she was caught up in the middle of Jackie and Jennifer, they were kind of making up, and the season the Bill Aiden affair came out, and Jackie was actually concerned for Jennifer, and Dolores ran it back to Jennifer like Jackie was talking about her. I was like, yeah. So I've just, even before that, Dolores has never been my favorite, and people love calling her Black Dolores. I know we don't listen. We suspend different things when we watch these shows, who they vote for, who they support. When 2020 came and they just couldn't understand what Black Lives Matters was. I know that for a fact. Yeah. So I never called her Black Dolores. I'm not calling you Black Dolores when you can't eat. Let me shut up. But anyway, I think she's beautiful. I did meet her at BravoCon. She's so tiny. She's tiny. And she was nice. But I was leaving a party. They had a party that Saturday night, and I was leaving and walking out, and I'm friends with a friend of hers. And so they were together, and they stopped me when I was leaving and introduced me to her. But yeah, I mean, I don't dislike her. She's just never been, I could take her or leave her. I'll just say that. All right, next up, Danielle. I'm bougie, unbothered, and above your drama. I was trying to like Danielle. I just ain't like her tweets about, what was it? Philando Castile, basically saying that it was his fault that he was shot when he was doing nothing, and some other MAGA-esque stuff. But let's be honest, we know that Jersey is MAGA, other than Marge and maybe Jackie, I think. We all know who they voted for. That was very clear. Anyway, but we're moving on. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the show. So that was Danielle's. Let's get into Margaret. While you're taking cheap shots, I'm taking screenshots. That was my number 2. I said, okay, we know you taking screenshots, Marge. What you doing with them screenshots? Girl, we know. And then Rachel, if you don't have my back, at least have a backbone. It was cute. Jennifer, friends are like handbags. The fake ones are all too easy to spot. Child, I heard nowadays they're making the fake ones. You can't tell the difference, baby. They even come with a serial number. It was cute. Jen Aiden has never been my favorite since she started. I'll just be honest and admit that. But I can say that it was cute, and she looks good. Mama looks good. Teresa, you can try to tear me down, but this tree just keeps on growing. I did like that. That was my number 3. Actually, her and Margaret are a tie for me. Melissa's my favorite, and then Margaret and Teresa tie for me. So what do y'all think? Are y'all ready for Jersey? What y'all think about the taglines? I honestly think these are some of the best taglines that we've had in the last few seasons that there have been Housewives, like maybe the last couple of years. So y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, let's get into Miss Phaedra Parks, baby. So we know that Phaedra and Brandi Glanville became friends while filming Ultimate Girls Trip. The first one, I think that was at Bluestone Manor, right? They've since built a friendship. So let's get into what page 6 had to say. Phaedra Parks, how I maintain friendships with both Andy Cohen and Brandi Glanville after RHUGT drama, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Phaedra Parks isn't letting Andy Cohen and Brandi Glanville strife over the doomed season of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip get in the way of her friendships with them. It's never going to be awkward because I'm always going to be honest and truthful, the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum told Page 6 exclusively at the Beverly Hills Rejuvenation Center's West Hollywood grand opening on Thursday. Parks, who filmed the Moroccan set installment of the Peacock spinoff series with Glanville in January 2023, y'all, over a year ago, after starring alongside her on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, went on to say that it was easy to show support for her pal amid allegations of sexual harassment from their castmate, Caroline Manzo. I wish people would have stuck up for me like I'm sticking up for Brandi, said Phaedra, a beloved NBC Universal talent who has appeared on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, a previous iteration of Ultimate Girls Trip, which was actually season 2. I said season 1 earlier, but it was season 2. Peacock's The Traitors, and currently stars on Bravo's Married to Medicine. A lot of times people are so afraid to say what they know is true, like the women on my show. And that happened to me, and they knew the truth, she elaborated, referring to her time on Atlanta for 7 consecutive seasons from 2010 until 2017. Phaedra, who has vocally supported Glanville through the RHUGT debacle, asserted that she is always going to tell the truth without fear of retribution from Andy, the network, or any other entity. I'm ride or die for real, because at the end of the day, man cannot promote me. Only God can promote me. Glanville, who also attended the event, told Page 6 that she was grateful to Parks for offering a shoulder to lean on throughout the ordeal. She is truly such a goddess, beautiful woman, and she saved me, the former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills star gushed. Honestly, she saved me. Still, Glanville made it clear to Parks that she would not be hurt if the latter chose not to publicly associate with her, given her contentious dynamic with Cohen and Bravo. So basically, Brandi made it known to Phaedra, look, if you don't want to be seen with me publicly, like our association, that's cool. Because remember, Brandi was in the lawsuit filed by Caroline Manzo, but then she also came out with her own accusations against Andy. So she said, I was saying to Phaedra, like, listen, we don't have to take pictures together. We don't have to do anything. She's like, you're my friend, she said, regarding a recent conversation with the attorney. I don't want Phaedra to get in a bad place with the network because she is on every freaking show and she's killing it. Bravo needs to pay her more. But she was like, girl, you're my friend. That's it. Parks and Glanville's comments come weeks after executive producer Lisa Shannon of Shed Media, the production company at the helm of Ultimate Girl Strip, claimed in court documents that Real Housewives of New Jersey alum Caroline Manzo had felt disrespected by Glanville, but not actually violated by her. And that is what Brandi basically had been saying the whole time, like, I never violated her in that way. So Phaedra said she's a ride or die friend, honey, and she always tells the truth. I think it's great if Brandi's her friend, she's sticking by her friend. She's not letting what Brandi has going on with the network make her keep Brandi, her little secret, her friend, in secret. When she said that she wishes someone had stuck up for her, like she's doing for Brandi, I don't know about y'all, but if y'all have heard this story, I immediately went straight to, we know, you said that? You know, the rumor about Kandi and Todd allegedly wanting to do certain things to Portia. I think she's talking about that. And because Phaedra said, I repeated, you know, what was said. And I guess she wanted somebody to come out and say, well, so-and-so was the one that told Phaedra. And, you know, the rumor has been that it was Carlos King that told Phaedra to say it. But at the end of the day, Phaedra had been on long enough to know that you don't have to say everything that a producer tells you to say. If Carlos told her to say it, that was all alleged. So while I get her saying, let's say this was true, and Carlos did tell her to say it, and she said it, and the ladies knew it, or somebody knew it, or even if just Carlos knew it, she wanted someone to step up and say, hey, somebody told Phaedra to say that. You are still the adult that chose to repeat it, though. Again, I get what she's saying. You wanted somebody to stick up for you and say, hey, it wasn't her, but you are the one that repeated it. And we all know that repeating a harmful rumor can be just as bad as the one who started the rumor, because it has to stop somewhere. So good on Phaedra for being a good friend to Brandi. Also, Phaedra, I think, was it in that same interview maybe where Phaedra talked about possibly filming with Atlanta, they'll see. So we may see her on Married to Medicine and over there playing in the streets of Atlanta. Because right now we don't know who's playing in Atlanta other than Phaedra and, other than Portia and Kenya. We have no clue. So, child, we shall see. But what do y'all think about what Phaedra said? Again, she said she a truth teller, y'all. Moving on, let's talk about Kim and Kroy. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann face foreclosure of their Georgia mansion this week after months of legal issues. This is according to who else? Who always gets the documents? Radar Online. Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Kim Zolciak and estranged husband Kroy Biermann have reportedly been put on notice that their Georgia mansion is headed for foreclosure. RadarOnline.com has learned the home's lender informed the estranged couple they plan to move forward with foreclosures unless Kim and Kroy head back to court over their unpaid mortgage. Court documents obtained by TMZ. Okay, did they beat y'all, Radar? Revealed Truist Bank attorneys informed Kim and Kroy that they plan to take back ownership of the home, which was heavily featured on the hit Bravo show. Documents stated the bank intends to initiate non-judicial foreclosure proceedings on May 3rd, 2 days from today. So that would be what? Friday? Today, what? Wednesday, May 1st, Thursday, May, yeah, so this Friday coming up. While the estranged couple doesn't have to be out by May 3rd. Documents warned legal proceedings will soon be underway unless they go back to court to fight for ownership of the home. The development comes after Truist filed similar documents in January that underline their right to foreclose on the property. However, the case was moved to the inactive docket. I don't know. I wonder how that happens. Like, how did it get moved to inactive? And have they been paying on it at all during this time? Kim and Kroy initially planned to sell the home before the threat of foreclosure came knocking at their doorstep. After months of back and forth between the embattled couple, currently in a contentious divorce, the exes eventually agreed to list the home for $6 million in October. After months on the market with no offers, Kim and Kroy were forced to reduce the listing price. Let's see. The home is currently still on the market for $4.5 million. Child, so they plan on filing the paperwork to move ahead with the foreclosure this Friday, unless they go back to court to fight for it. I'm curious, what does that mean, though? Because to me, it would be like, unless they're coming to court with a check for what they owe, they can just go back to, they could just show up and say, all right, we're going to make a court appointment to fight for our home. Do they maybe have to show a plan of how they are going to catch up? I'm just like, I'm confused as to why they're just not moving forward and filing the foreclosure proceedings. But they specifically said they're going to move forward and file unless the couple makes a move to fight for the home in court. Let me see the exact wording. Give me 1 second. The home's lender informed the estranged couple that they plan to move forward with foreclosure unless Kim and Kroy head back to court over their unpaid mortgage. So unless they go to court for them to, I guess, to fight it. And but like I said, I would think unless they're showing up with a check, I don't know. Something tells me they still may get a Hail Mary. I don't know. They've been getting a Hail Mary all this time. They still in that house. And I do wonder if they've made any payments on it thus far. Let's get into Aubrey O'Day. So we know Aubrey O'Day has been speaking on Diddy for years. She's been speaking out. This is according to Page 6. Aubrey O'Day claims Diddy tried to buy her silence with publishing rights. Former Danity Kane star Aubrey O'Day claims that Sean Diddy Combs' move to turn over publishing rights to Bad Boy Records artists in 2023 was a way of buying their silence. I received the publishing deal. I know what it says. I know how much money it was giving me, O'Day says in a sneak peek of TMZ's new doc. TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy, which comes out Sunday on Tubi. The singer, who did not sign the deal, said she was to be given $300.30, y'all. $300.30 for a full release against all claims against Diddy and many other players. When asked by host Harvey Levin what she thought Diddy's motivation was in releasing the rights, she claims, I think you would probably be making moves to keep as many people quiet as possible. O'Day goes on to say it would have not made her financially whole again. It asked me specifically to stay silent and never speak poorly about a human. I'm assuming she means Diddy. So then I realized something really bad is coming. A source with knowledge of the situation tells Page 6 Aubrey O'Day got her big break because Diddy and Bad Boy cast her in their show with her group Danity Kane last year when he reassigned his portion of the publishing to Bad Boy artists, an unprecedented move within the industry in which he did not have to do. Not all artists signed an NDA. Reps for Diddy did not immediately return to Page 6's request for comment. $300.30 for her publishing rights, but also signing an NDA, meaning she could never, ever speak or share her story. And I believe around this time she came out and was trying to encourage the other artists, don't sign it. We could get more for telling our story. Child, so they wanted to give her publishing rights, which is great, but also silence her for $300.40. It didn't work. Aubrey said, no, ma'am. So we shall see. What do y'all think of that? Do y'all think that she should have took her publishing rights, that $340, shut up and kept it moving? Or do you think she made the right decision by saying, Y'all not get ready to silence me. I can tell my story and say, y'all can keep that little $300.40. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about that, about Kim and Kroy. You know what? Simon and Portia are almost up there with Kim and Kroy at this point. And honestly, they may have been in the news more in the past few weeks than Kim and Kroy have completely. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about Miss Phaedra Parks and her being a truth teller. And what do y'all think about the Jersey taglines? And are you excited or at least grateful to have another Housewives show coming on soon? All right, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all pray for me today. I'm about to get up on these streets. People in and out of my car who say a prayer for your sis, y'all. All right, talk to you later.